coming in hot.
What is the story, girl?
Jason. Not much. I'm kind of buzzing today. I was just saying it there off air. Off air. I gave like a workshop today, and I love it when you're like talking to people who are so eager to learn, and they're just like, there's no ego, and you kind of bounce off each other, and you're like, yeah.
It works.
Yeah, and like 3 hours, you're like, oh my God, that time is up.
They want to learn and they want to live.
They want to learn.
In the social
world. And then I'm
world.
like, have a great Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Guys,
They're like,
guys, have a great weekend.
Okay, guys. So yeah, between that, I got my car. All electric, zoom zoom, so many tech bits in it. So I'm going to like explore that car now this weekend because there's so many things. It's like, I don't know half the stuff it can do, but it basically you can talk to the car and it
Make
does.
a cup of tea.
Hey car, make me a cup of tea.
No, Mariel, no.
But it's like, it's so I got the BMW i4 and it is like, it sounds like a spaceship. Yeah, and even like, because I have neighbours like, and I was driving it in one day and they were like, we hadn't a clue what was coming up the drive because of the sound of it, like, and I was like, I know. So I'm really excited to see what it's going to be like from a tech point of view because there's so many features.
Yeah, class.
And especially because it's all electric, I'm like,
we're like, BMW, start a reel while driving.
Start a reel. Oh yeah. Well, it might actually. Well, I don't know. See, even like that, I'm like, because obviously dashboards are now adaptive. So I can't like. I did a Waze advertising thing where it was adaptive to advertising while people were using their maps on their dash. Class. So
class. So you can be targeted like mad.
I will see.
Any other crack? Work is good. Busy.
Work is good. Yeah, it is busy. But it's nice. Like it's nice.
I had that moment I was telling you earlier that I have the quotes out and talking to people for weeks and weeks and it's all yeah we'll do it and then Wednesday was 9, woke up to 9 emails. Yeah. Let's get this started. Let's get this. We need this next week. I was like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, God. Yeah. But look, that's the joy of a freelancer and working for yourself. It's ups and downs the whole time.
And also you can control how busy you want yourself to get. Like I'm very, very mindful of that. Yeah. So I'm happy to refer to like people if I'm over, like if people come to me and they need something like yesterday, then I'm like, I cannot do that, but I'll refer you. But look, at the same time, like there's always, I don't know, you'll have your lulls, you'll have your really, like, because I think I always freak out because when I compare myself to this time last year when I was flat out and I was working crazy hours and I'm like, I'm not as busy as then, but I'm like, that's because I'm not working myself into the ground as well. And I'm like, no, this is actually like a lovely pace of work as opposed to me being like, no problem, I'll do that. And you're like, you're working yourself into the ground. But you have to do it to start, but yeah.
I find it hard to, there's a lack of drive at the moment for me.
Yeah.
Where like, for my own personal stuff.
Oh, for your own
so
travel.
Like I have work and stuff, but I have like, I want to do photography shoots. I still, like I've played my camera, I've done shoots with my camera, obviously I know it and understand it, but I want to get to know it better.
Yeah.
And I can't seem to just, let's go shoot something, let's go do something, let's go.
I know it
will come, but it's just
and like. And also it's because everything else takes priority. Like I was house sitting and dog sitting this week for my parents, like, and that dog gets walked 3 times a day, by the way. So I was like, oh my God. But at the same time, I had my like, and also 3 massive client projects this week between like a product launch and a website launch and everything. I was like, why is everything happening this week? But I just kind of said for my own personal channels, I was like, I don't necessarily need to be on. So I'm just going to let them tip away. So I haven't really been active on social. But I think we can do that. But there are people who depend on like constant sales and constant streams of like revenue that even when they get to that busy stage, they still have to be present because they're like, if I don't post, I don't make sales. So...
But you need your mind clear. That's what you were saying earlier about dieting and getting the right meals in, because like if sugar can fog your brain up massively. Yeah, for me it's I literally just go to the gym and sweat and lift and sweat. Really? And then I come out and I'm like, oh, it's like you just lift that brain fog. Or even going for a walk and not bringing your phone or putting your phone in airplane mode and just walking and clearing that mind, or like taking, take those notifications. Like that. I definitely do. Yeah, and honestly, even 10 minutes where you're like, right, I'm going to leave the phone either at home or I'm going to put it in airplane mode and have just one podcast downloaded or something so that you have something to listen to. Because I'm not a fan of listening to nothing when I'm walking. And then you come back and you're like,
I needed that.
Let's go, yeah.
I really needed that.
Okay.
So, but exercise is my thing. Obviously, if you eat shitloads of sugar, then it's going to give you a buzz for a while. Or if you drink loads of coffee, and then you're like, because I used to depend a lot on coffee, and I try not to do it as much anymore. She says that she's after drinking her third coffee.
Yeah, but tea is the same. Is tea is the same amount of caffeine, doesn't it? Caffeine.
So
that's a t-shirt right there.
That's a t-shirt right there. But yeah, like I just think, because a lot of people have said, like, we actually had a really interesting conversation before we got onto this, but like even a lot of people have said, like, you know, they're going back to normality, but like that rat race is starting again. Like people are letting themselves kind of get into that mode of like go. And it's like you need to be like, no, I don't need to be as insanely crazy busy.
Remember what you learned.
Like hustling isn't sexy. Like it's actually deteriorating people. So it's like, man, just
there was a year of that being sexy, wasn't there? Hustle to your death, and there was about a year of it.
Yeah,
hustle your effing face off. But like, you need to just.
It's also like my dream in life would be to be like have great clients, which I'm really, really lucky to have great clients that you've good relationships with, that you can see, help and grow. Have like a good life balance where you have family and you have friends that you see and you can enjoy yourself and you have a work-life balance, but to be happy in my mind as well. So I think being a hustler and like working 24/7 is not gonna get me to where I want to be. Like, but some people are like, nah, I want to be like a millionaire. But then when they're a millionaire, they want to be a billionaire. What is that? 100 million?
Boom.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Right, let's talk IG, Instagram.
IG, the Reels testing for 90 seconds.
Yeah, so they said that ages back. And I still haven't seen it. But then I've seen some profiles posting Reels that are really long.
Really?
Yeah. If you go on the...
Really?
Oh, really? If you go on the O'Malley Instagram page, OHMOLLY, I think it's .ie as well is their username. They posted a video and it converted to a reel as they were posting it, and it's a like 20-minute long reel.
What?
Yeah. They have long reels. I'm like, how did you get that? And it doesn't even come up when you create a reel of like 60 seconds. It's like they upload a video and it turns into a reel.
Jesus.
It's class.
That's class, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is it doesn't have the toggly button at the bottom. So, you know, when you watch a reel, like TikTok has the pause and scroll or like whatever that is.
Which is vital in a 20-minute video.
Yeah. So that's the only thing, is that it doesn't have that toggle button.
That doesn't make any sense.
For time.
Yeah.
But I think I'm like, if that's a glitch, that's a great glitch for them. Because it got like so many views. But yeah, that's an interesting one for longer form reels. And I actually only spoke about it today in my workshop, that like, yes, Reels is all about short form content, but if you're creating content that's like, you know, is going to keep their attention for that long, and you've seen value in like people wanting more information, if it's like how to, or if it's even day in the life, that you can expand it a little bit, they'll stick around.
Am I wrong saying there's no links in Reels?
As in blue hyperlink?
Yeah.
No.
It's just stories.
What do you mean?
As in, can I add a link to Reels? I can't, can
My
I?
apologies. No, you can tag products if you are
you can't
business,
do a link.
but you can't do a hyperlinked link. Yeah,
that would be class.
You can in ads.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I use Reels for top of funnel.
Yeah.
I don't use them for conversions because people just don't leave the app. Similar to TikTok. It's
Fair.
all about impressions and awareness. Unless you are like, hey, there's 99% off today. Click this link. You'd be like, okay.
It's extremely expensive as well.
It is.
App.
Also, last week we spoke about the integrated feed, the home page on Instagram having essentially...
That was like last minute. I remember going, hey, do you have that? You were like, what?
Yeah, 99% Reels. I actually had it on a client account, and yeah, it's like even the layout of Reels is different on it. Like the style, the audio. It's
all different.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like they're very much like, this is now the For You page. Without saying
this. You said this. We all said
and
this.
And I don't know anyone yet still who goes to their favourites. No. So I think that was just set up similar to TikTok, where it's a For You page.
Just have an option. No, some people do. Some people commented saying, funny, I saw this in my favourites and our stuff. Like, I saw your links and I saw this clip of my favourites, but mainly we're discovered through For You.
Yeah. But I mean, we're not doing too shabbily.
No, we're doing okay.
We're doing okay.
Yeah, some peeps are seeing us.
Yeah.
That's all matters. Good content.
Hey peeps.
Content.
There was another thing on Instagram. Yeah, the templates are in.
Yes.
So
I saw that.
When you are on the Reels tab, now I haven't seen template come up on home. So it's essentially if you tap into the Reels tab and scroll, keep an eye on the bottom left of your screen. There's a little
just
bubble.
Above the username.
Yeah, there's a little bubble that says use template. So
and what that is you can drag and drop.
Yeah, so I had it. I can't remember how long ago we spoke about it. One of my client accounts had it and I used it. And it's like, you know those tutorials where it's like, create this reel and then it's like 2 seconds, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5.
On the beat of the music and stuff,
Yeah, so you can edit to music, whereas now you can press use template and then it's just basically like shells that you drag and drop.
Yeah,
like
amazing.
You're creating
amazing
content.
For people who aren't
so handy, because templates have been on TikTok forever. Since the channel began, templates have existed. So now at least Instagram's kind of going, so next... Instagram, hello Masari, how are you getting on? We'd like to have stitches, please. And we'd also like to have transitions between scenes in Instagram.
Like by CapCut.
Yeah.
And just take their transitions.
It's just implement some sort of transition between scenes, because obviously if you edit content within Reels, it gets better traction because you've created and edited there. Whereas like if you're cutting from one scene to the next and it's just like,
it's awful.
Next scene, it's so harsh to look at. So it's like,
and it's not like they couldn't do it. I'd say it's a very simple thing to add into their code. Like,
I know they're learning. They're learning.
The biggest app in the world. They're learning.
It's all G. And also, have you seen Instagram avatars? Have you been prompted to create one?
No.
So
it's like a bit emoji, is it?
Avatars. Well, you see, avatars have been on Facebook for a long time. Remember, ages and ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. I keep like coming back to it. But remember, I was talking about Horizons, which they'd been testing as a virtual world where you create an avatar on Facebook and then that's your avatar that lives in the virtual world. So obviously they are going to buy space in the metaverse. Put Horizons there. Well, they'll probably call it something else. They're going to sell their Oculus glasses to people and they're going to give them exclusive access then to their kind of
world,
virtual reality social media. And now they're prompting people to create avatars on Instagram. So they're not like, you're prompted to create it either on one or the other or both. And essentially your avatar. Now, again, this is not written anywhere, but it's like, this is my prediction for where it's going to go. So you create your avatar for your brand, your business, yourself. Then that avatar down the line is going to be in its own virtual reality space where I can go visit your shop in the metaverse. I can buy from you in the metaverse. I can ask you questions in the metaverse. I can maybe have a session with you in the metaverse where you consult with me or whatever, and I pay you for your time using cryptocurrency. And then I buy your product using that, or else my own money, and then I get it sent to my home. Or like NFTs, I can have my own little world in the metaverse and put up my lovely NFT artwork or whatever it is, and I'm living in the metaverse as an avatar.
It feels really like a movie though, doesn't it?
And I'm using my Oculus glasses.
Really feels like a Spielberg movie, like,
doesn't it? And I'm using my virtual reality glasses, which are now a lot more affordable for me to buy. And this is my life now. I'm living in the virtual world.
Gross.
And we're all trying to advertise.
It's gross
there.
though.
We're going to have to...
I know.
It's all coming, like... I know, and I keep having to say it, but like I keep reminding people, like it's an inevitability.
Yeah, and people in business have to look at it at least, not just ignore it. They have to understand what's coming to a certain degree.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to say, just side story, I took away to his first concert on Friday. It was class.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran.
I went to...
that came to when we were talking about inevitability and stuff, but that came to my head for some reason.
That's very cute. Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, perhaps. Yeah, delighted.
I went to a pop-up cinema.
Oh, nice. What did you see?
Saturday night, and it was Dirty Dancing. And it rained heavily. It wasn't their fault. Like, it was just weather, but it would have been stunning if it was gorgeous weather.
So what happened? Did it still go ahead and stuff? Or?
Yeah. They had like waterproof chairs and waterproof blankets, but like the rain still goes down the back of the chair and into your arse. Like, and I just kind of halfway through was like, why am I sitting here in the rain getting wet?
Get up and leave, like.
So we did leave, but at the same time,
it wasn't their fault.
I wasn't like like, screw you guys, it rained. Like, I was like, listen, it's not your fault. Like, I will definitely come back when it's dry, but
yeah, like that's knowing your that's knowing your location, knowing like that you can't do pop-ups in Ireland. You can't. Like,
you know what? It's like rolling the dice. It's like rolling the dice.
Such a gamble doing a pop-up cinema, unless you're doing it like Marina Market or doing it somewhere. Indoors.
Somewhere with a cover, of course. But it is gorgeous. Like in the summer.
But even in the summer times, it can lash like that.
Of course, you can't guarantee it. But like, I did feel for them.
Of course you did, because how much money was lost. Oh, well. Elon, I saw a little cheeky thing about Elon. So they are saying they might start charging corporate and commercial profiles. Have you seen that?
Yeah. I think we might have touched on this last week.
We're like, how will they make money? What will they do and stuff? So if you're a creator or a corporate, they might start charging it over Twitter.
See, that's the thing. I think that they have to make someone with money pay. So like, yes, they mightn't give subscriptions to like a personal account, but if you're a brand or a business, the only thing is when you set up a Twitter account, you have the same, like I can set up a Twitter account, you can set up a Twitter account, I can be a brand, you can be a person. There's no differentiation.
Well, no, it would be like Facebook. I'm guessing when you're setting it up, it would be your brand or a person.
But are they going to have to backtrack though and be
like? Well, I'd say they'll do an algorithm search, right? Or I'd say what they'll do is they'll introduce like the labels on Instagram, like digital creator, bookshop, like you can select
but
your business. But then
could I just cheat it and pretend I'm a human being, even though I'm like
definitely. But I think a lot of big brands won't do that because they don't want to be seen to be cheating. Like, so Coca-Cola and these people won't do that.
Well, the big brands,
do you know what I mean?
And
but
then
I'm
just saying,
kind of the smaller fish. Then will just there'll be a lot of people who kind of be cheeky and not pay, but they'll kind of.
Do you know what? I reckon it'll be similar to TikTok, where you have to be a business page to advertise.
Yeah.
So maybe they're like, that's how we'll get them first. Is like, we'll change. If you need to advertise, you have to be a business account. If you want to schedule tweets, you have to be a business account. Yeah. That's kind of
definitely ways to catch them. Like,
yeah. Good old Elon, huh? Taking the money from the big guys.
Play, though.
Yeah.
LinkedIn continues to see record levels of engagement of revenue up to 34%.
Yeah. I fluctuate with my love for LinkedIn.
Yeah. Like,
I'm kind of like that with any channel.
Once in a while I'll have a LinkedIn burst. I'm like, oh, LinkedIn. I'm like, okay.
Like, but I think it's a very good platform. Like, I have a lot to say about LinkedIn. When I started first, like, I was active on all channels and I created content for like every channel, like specifically, and then obviously as I kind of was like, my client list got full, and then I was kind of like, I don't really want to be overly active there, because when you post and you're active on LinkedIn, you do get client requests, or you do get people kind of being like, hey, and like network with you. And like I think it's great for that if you are like looking for business, or you're looking to connect, or looking to just kind of like open your circles a small bit. But it's also great if you are looking for a job. And we actually only had this conversation just before this. Lads, it's an employee's world out there. If you're in a digital marketing job right now that you hate, oh my God, like go online and look for work, because people are crying out for business. And like, it is like, you can like negotiate your salary, negotiate your terms, get those benefits, because it is an employee's world out there in terms of digital marketing. Now, sorry for businesses listening to this who are trying to employ, but like, you have to poach. Like, you have to poach, because there's no one good that's currently.
They need to, like, I produced a HR podcast the last day, and they're like, every company's now in their ethos, their main thing is creating a workspace that people want to be in.
Yeah,
it's the main thing. Though, like this culture of comfortability,
these old school ways are gone.
Been and gone. Not here anymore. So it's great.
Yeah,
it really is.
I'm all for it.
Do you know what I'm all for? The West Cork Beer Company.
The West Cork Beer Company, she says as she parks her car.
West Cork Beer Company is our sponsor. Handmade, amazing beard oils and beard balms in West Cork. Clonakilty, I think it is where he's based.
It is Clon, yeah.
Clon. Like, every time I open this box, I just love the smell. How is the beard progression?
The beard progression of Paul is fabulous. Paul's beard progression. It is like it's growing really, really well. Now he kind of needs to get maybe a couple of more bits, I think, but it's the brush that
just keeps it tidy.
It's just
keeps it sexy, keeps it tidy.
It's beautiful, yeah. So I just think it looks really well. So anyone who's like on the fence,
get your beard and get your mustache ready for summer.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He watches all of like Colin's videos, and like I think you kind of need to do that. You kind of need to like, if you're really, really invested in doing it right, then he has all of the material.
Yeah,
like right there on YouTube.
Yeah,
right there.
All tutorials, everything.
Yeah,
it's great.
Stunning.
I'm jealous of him. He's off travelling again in Spain or somewhere again. Yeah, Colin, I love it.
We love it.
I love it. I have to cut this short. I'm sorry.
I know, but also I am matching the Republic of Work microphone today. Have you noticed? Black and white.
Oh, you.
I'm actually completely matching their brand. Another one of our beautiful sponsors. Thank you, Republic of Work. So yeah, we have to cut it short and sweet.
Yeah, News Talk coming in, kicking us out.
Oh no.
Oh no, News Talk. Republic of Work, thank you for having us. We appreciate the love and the support. Colin, again, thank you. And if you're listening, 15% of our listeners are not subscribed, believe it or not. So if you're listening and you're not subscribed, what the hell are you doing, Broski?
Hit that button.
Hit that button. Enjoy.
Okay, bye.